We appear to be live. Do a little test to make sure. Just to make sure. We have something called proper audio anyway. Do a little test to make sure. It looks proper enough. So I think we're done with that. So there'll be two subjects that I feel like talking about. One of them is the fake Sagan circumstance. Hey, I saw this of like a week ago. There's a tumor in my head, LOL. And I'm saying, whatever, make fun of some other stupid thing to make fun of. just seem like a troll title, clickbait, whatever you want to call it. And so I ignored it. Didn't watch the video. But he actually has a tumor in his head. Anyway, so I really don't have any mixed feelings. I mean, I'm just, I empathize, or whatever the right word would be. I feel bad. It's not good. You never want to, even imagining assholes, getting what they deserve, even like Ronald Reagan having Alzheimer's. I didn't feel good about it. It's like, no, I didn't. It's I don't like watching things suffer. It's, I mean, I wouldn't be the kind of God who makes a hell and tortures stuff, because that's not no fun in that. So a lot of things I wouldn't do if I was God. But anyway, I certainly wouldn't be putting tumors in people's head. It's a really bad idea. We can't go anywhere good. Just really bad idea. Don't even start with that kind of crap. And obviously, if that means I go to hell because I've passed judgment on the Holy One and his infinite knowledge of how great tumors are as a punitive whatever punishment, fine, okay, I'll go to I don't believe in tumor hell. Fine. Fake Sagan sort of was talking like, I'm ready to die. Because he's got his little Christian, I'm an authorized Christian badge, and so now he can get into heaven. And it's like, why would I want to go there? It just doesn't sound like the kind of place I want to go. It's a bunch of assholes are in heaven. I mean, people who believe in tumor punishments. Yeah, no, I don't. That's just a bad idea. Really bad. All right, what am I trying to do here? Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm saying, well, no, this isn't how I want to do this. I want to have, I want to have my video. Yeah, that should be up here. All right, so I should make that always on top. I should make that always on top after I make this stupid chat thing always on top. That's how to do it, Gary. So I'll put this on top, and then I'll put this on top of that. I mean, yes, well, I can't put it on top until I untop the other thing that's on top. So this thing should be the dominant on topper. All right, whatever. So that's a little better. Anyway, I missed you. Anyway, so I'm just saying, can't say I dislike. I never, it's like I never dislike fake Sagan. I mean, he's like the amazing atheist. It's hard for me to dislike him in some profound way, because I have to concede certain things like, well, this is a person that has potential. They got some intelligence, got some communication skills. It's hard to call that garbage. But that just might be my own, I collect junk. I plainly see value in pretty shitty stuff. So that just might be a personal defect that I can't see the evil. And so, yeah, like I said, it just sucks. Now, fake Sagan's gonna, because he has to be true to his principles or whatever, I guess he'll do this, courageous, stoic, face the brain tumor, whatever, like he's, Lord of the brain tumor. and we'll fight, 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 fight. And that's fine, but to me it's just kind of dishonest and horseshit. But whatever, fine. These people who do this stoic crap, you know, courageous in even the fake courage, in the sense of courage just because you don't want to be humiliated as somebody who could be afraid and who could be scared, afraid, scared. I want to run away. This sucks. A complainer even. And yes, people are afraid to be labeled a complainer. Ooh, what a horrible thing! I got called a complainer. So anyway, link below to Fake Sagan's channel. I mean, the new Christopher Anderson, half Christian kind of thing. He's like a half Christian, half Jew, because he's obsessed with Jews, but he's a self-hating Jew. Because he's mocking Jews. But even that, it just, the glibness just, these people just reek of this glib crap, where he's making, Jewish nose jokes while he's talking about having a fucking brain tumor. Well, anyway, so who knows what exactly is going to take place. I mean, it's it's got a golf ball sized tumor somewhere in there, and I frankly would leave the thing the fuck alone unless it was doing something like making me walk crooked or something, because fuck, it's hard to get in there. There's no easy way to get inside your face without like removing your face and cutting hunks of the skull out of your face and then pulling things out and shudder. So anyway, I just don't I don't mean to be comic about it, but I mean it's a horrible thing. It just absolutely sucks, in my opinion. It's just this kind of shit shouldn't happen to crocodiles. I wouldn't even wish it on a crocodile. Not that I should be wishing anything on a crocodile, but it's not the crocodile's fault, kind of thing. There's just nothing deserves this shitty deal. This is so shitty. This is such an undercooked cake. Nobody should be eating it. And here we are, the scoopy, sticky muck, and we're eating it, saying, yum, yum, good enough. Yum, yum, good enough. And then, people are offended that I would mock them as retards eating uncooked cake. But that's all they're doing. You're eating uncooked cake. You have no standards. If I filled it full of little, dog do jubabes or something, you just sit there and say even yummier. I mean, you have no sense of dignity or taste. I mean, just no value judgment at all. Anaconabod. Preposterously silly. To be talking like somehow I'm offending the dignity of freaking retards. No, you really can't. Can't do that. All right. So, there's probably not too much to be said. I mean, you go into the technicalities of it or something. Who wants to do that? That's no fun. The whole, I mean, it's a terrible position to be in, because he's sitting there saying, okay, I got this thing in my head. Is it going to stay the same size? Is it cancer? Unknown questions. I'd kind of want to know, right? It's like, frig, I'm not going to have my face ripped off to find out I have cancer. That's a silly, shitty deal, because maybe I'll come up with a different strategy, irradiate it first or something, or try to do something else to get rid of it. Because, maybe I'm doomed anyway. So, why have my face ripped off so I can die with my face ripped off? I mean, hell with that. I say I don't want to get into that. This is, I don't want to second guess his judgment or, make it even worse or, So anyway, I'm just trying to make some sort of expression that it sucks. And, I found out about it yesterday, and then, I saw the video, and, then I started watching some old, like 1950s and, well, the 1960s music. And, I'm Sorry and different old songs and sad ones, mostly. Life perspective kind of things. Roy Clark with whatever that song is, When I Was Young or something, that kind of shit. And really, some just really good stuff. Some of it just really good. And I was just lamenting the circumstance because it's sad. That's all. So that's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's sad. I hope, like, that does any good at all. Fuck that shit. I wish. Oh, that can't help either. We're not in a world where we can, that shit means anything. What we really ought to do is prevent. We ought to just say, oh, come on, let's not pretend this is a good idea. Doing this over and over again. Having golf balls pulled out of our skulls. Let's not do that. It's just not a great idea. No, stupid. That's how I'm looking at it. No. So anyway, and then I started doing some philosophy in the sense of just thinking about the idea of people's confidence and their bliss and how they like it that they like pretending it's going to be okay, so that somehow makes them feel better. And I guess if you can manage it, okay. And so that jumps me to the head in the box guy. And for some reason, because they seem to say yes, because they're sort of the glib doomers, where people concede the world's a mess, catastrophes coming, all that crap, and then they'll say something like, well, grab all the gusto you can while you're here. Some kind of shit like that. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm on a lifeboat where all the people are going to die. I've been pretty much told everybody on this lifeboat is going to be somehow tragically ripped to pieces and killed. Have a good time. Yeah, what? Oh, fuck you. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I think that's a symptom of the disease. When people can party on the Titanic, that's the symptom of the fucking disease. It's not a cure for the disease. It's not a response to the disease. That's the fucking disease. All right, so I think I've done my part here. Yeah, Brenda Lee had a hell of a voice, right? I mean, a lot of people had a hell of a voice. I mean, just beautiful, perfect, smooth, clean. Anyway. Yes, Mr. Keebler. It is a good one. Yeah, it's a good song. I listened to, I guess I ended up there because the guy who originally wrote it, French guy, died of 90 something. So I listened to the French version, but it was just really wasn't the same. But anyway, I wonder what you never get to see the translations, so who knows. Look at that, Tommy from the Bronx. I heard you were dead, but I guess not. All right, so it's just a rumor. Okay. Killed in some tragic, stretch limo accident. He's, his 150-foot Winnebago crashed into a 79-foot, stretch limo made out of 3, whatever utility vans. A bunch of, it's in the news because, a bunch of people got killed in a car that shouldn't even exist, right? Just it's a Homer Simpson car. I mean, let's make a stretch limo out of an SUV. I mean, it's a piece of shit. And people actually climb into it. No seatbelts, Oh, your channel was suspended forever. I heard that somewhere, and I'm saying, I wonder what the fuck that's about. So what the fuck did you do? You must have done something. I mean, YouTube is being a little asshole because, you know, every week I get a notice that they just made one of my videos and thrown it into the only for mature audiences thing. And you're just saying they're just being such little weaselly pricks about this stuff. So I guess maybe I'm on the list, but I mean, you must have done something. What did you post? You stupid fuck. Yeah, what did you do? So anyway, make a new channel. Anyway. Well, you obviously have a new channel, but you're posting comments. Someone gave me 3 strikes in 3 days in old videos. Yeah, well, it's hard to imagine that can do it, but I just, you know, it's, I mean, that can still happen. Because you just say out of my pile of videos, yeah, there's videos on there. You could, you know, and then the funny thing is they gave me, I have a video where I'm drawing a picture of a nude girl, right? And they gave me a strike for having misleading keywords. And I was like, there's no keywords on the video. I mean, I didn't have any tags on the video. There was no tags. And they gave me a warning, you know, that I have inappropriate tags. And I was like, you know, it was like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, you know, I guess I have to make a video about that, Tommy, because that's just bullshit. You know, I mean, if you appealed and they still fucked you, that's just bullshit. Yeah. You know, I mean, well, that's what they did to my Do Not God channel. You know, just one day, 3 strikes in one day for one image. I mean, it wasn't even, and it was nothing. It was a figure art drawing that didn't even have the, you know, the vagina part, and it just had little pencil nipples. I mean, how the fuck could get that 3 strikes in one day for that? And it was art. It was a freaking drawing. I mean, you're allowed to draw that shit. Damn. Anyway, I don't even want to. Yeah, don't even think about YouTube, Gary. It's like thinking about brain tumors. Just it'll hurt. So, moving on. Where was I? Head in the box. Yeah. So they do this, whatever this is, this room with this guy and this guy. So head in the box is this guy in black and white, and the other guy is whoever the other guy is. So we just call them Bill and Ted. No, Ted and Bill. Yeah. Head in the box can be Bill, and this other guy can be Ted. But anyway, and so they start talking about me, how I'm obnoxious. Now they're in a room talking shit about me, and I'm the obnoxious one, right? I mean, this is how fucking upside down the world is they do a room where they just, let's just casually talk shit about somebody. And then, and like, because they're shitty somehow they did something, and he has no real example of anything I did except maybe play his video, you know, and make my commentary like I'm not allowed to do that unless I do it under his rules. I mean, just so freaking stupid. Yeah, Tommy has this thing for the, you know, he's, well, you know what I'm, you know, Tommy is a, you know, ex-boxer guy, so, you know, that's sort of his thing. But yeah, it is like, whoa, you know, 13-year-old forever kind of syndrome or whatever. I mean, yeah, come on, grow up. Well, 15-year-old, right? That's like 15-year-old macho shit. Macho, adolescent. Yeah, come on, grow up. Anyway, so I'll play some of this horse shit and talk about it a little bit, because I found it a little bit, I mean, this conversation about who I'm supposed to be, how I'm supposed to be as a personality or a person, when it's clear, I mean, it's overwhelming evidence. I have had many interviews with people, conversations, and in none of those conversations, except with maybe Holiday, who's a retard, has there been any substantial problem. I mean, even when there's disagreement, you just move on to some other subject. You just say, oh, I have to agree to disagree. Or, I mean, I don't just go, skanky cunt, fuck you. You know, clearly, I know the difference. And then when it's time for me to say what I want to say in my own fucking videos, I'll say what I want to say. Yeah. All right. But I know the rules of interview and conversation. And obviously, you're going to have conversations with people you fundamentally disagree with sometimes. And you have to just isolate those disagreements and point them out and say, look, we have this huge disagreement. And, you know, these again, I'll just comment on these people who think I'm too hair trigger or something. We're talking about brain tumors. Okay. I mean, like, we're talking about life, death, misery, suffering, torture. I mean, this isn't, you know, it's like these people who think, well, isn't it awful that the Democrats and the Republicans can't get along? Well, let's just take the politics out of it, the politicians. Let's just understand that what's in the balance is the welfare of billions of people on planet Earth. I mean, it's not like it's a little casual thing. It's not like it's meaningless. It is things like people having health care coverage and all this other kind of shit. So there is something important at stake here. So, you know, we should be a little fucking angry. And if they really believed in their God, let's say they really believed in God, you know, and they weren't all insincere, lying scum on the right, and they actually believed in Christ. Okay, obviously they don't, because they don't believe in any of the things Christ believed in, except that the poor should be with you always. That's the only thing they liked about Christ, is his response to Judas, which is, yes, the poor are shit, and they should always just be shit, and they should always just eat shit. But anyway, let's just say you really believed in this fucking God, which they frickin' obviously don't. Well, they should be a little passionate about it, right? Shit. But obviously they don't, so it just makes them duplicitous hypocrites, and they're just doing it overtly right in our face. They just lie to you. Oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a this. And yeah, why don't you live like one then, cunt? I mean, you can't follow 10 simple fucking rules? Fuck. And there are half the rules are retarded, like, you know, don't eat boiled eggs on days with a double R in them or something. I mean, you know, half the rules don't even make any sense. Don't have any other gods before me. You know, don't let any of those other gods fool you. Yeah, you can't even follow that. Hey, whatever. I don't even get it. Stupid fucking idiots on this planet. So anyway, so let's play some of this horse shit. And it is horseshit. Sorry, I mean, I don't mean any offense, but I mean, you're just shit talking. And then like these weaselly commenters who I've blocked in the past, who I obviously blocked because they're weaselly commenters, you know, comment all kind of, oh, inmendham is a lunatic, you know, just bullshit rhetoric. They never cite examples of my horrible trespasses. Never. I mean, look at this idiot. Gary, when was the last time you came in a chick? Oh, that's just such a clever remark. I mean, obviously, I'm pointing out, you dumb douche, that everything you feel is in your fucking head, retard. The whole game you're playing is with a model in your head. That's it. It's all just an illusion in your head that you're really playing. It's a matrix. I'm going to make the video, maybe on with the what the fuck. The matrix exists. It's in your fucking head, idiot. God, it's a head game, shithead. This head. Fuckhead. When was the last time you got fucking herpes, douche? What have you fucked that look like anything, you fucking anonymous coward? What? Give me the phone number of something that allowed you to put your penis in their vagina, you anonymous little turd. Ugh, disgusting pukes. Anyway, moving on. I mean, I don't have any resentment about it. I've chosen not to put my penises in random vaginas. I've chosen. There's been vaginas I could put my penis in. I said, no, I don't really want the obligations and the connections that go with that. So please, yes, no, spare me. You know, spare me the liabilities. Oh, shit. I hate people. Just hate him.
Furman would be a great person to interview. I mean, yeah, we gotta learn these people as we go. Cool Bows says Hambone is an idiot. I don't care what you all think. I just like Hambone. I thought he's funny as hell. I just like him.
And yeah, whatever. I think he's a Southerner, so I mean the one big liability is he tells these long, drony fucking stories. You know, and it's just like the 4-hour joke. No, thank you. Get to a point somewhere. Now, fast. You know, I'm an East Coaster now, or a coaster. I want it. Come on, get to it. Get to it.
Hambone is a personality. We've certainly had more intellectual people on, but I'm not saying anything bad about Hambone. He's just
right. I'll say shit about other people instead. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fuck you.
He was uproariously funny to me.
Yeah, I don't get it. Right. So they got on the so 3 guys in near 60 started talking about sex bots. No, that's not funny. That's scary. Shit.
Great guy to have on.
All right, do some more of that then. Whatever. Look, these people, I've already pointed out. I just there's no use in this nonsense of saying humans are the problem, because if we could bestow our intelligence, or if you knew that, okay, let's kill the humans, and then Tyrannosaurus Rex comes back and it gets intelligent, do you think Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to do anything different than the fucking idiot humans did, where he's just going to say Tyrannosaurus Rex is made in God's image, clearly we're the kick-assest machine ever made, perfect killing machine, killing's good because that's why we're designed to do it. I mean, they're just going to rationalize their stupid existence just like we do. They're going to Tyrannosaurus exorize, anthropomorphize to sit there and say this is the way it should be, even though it's a pile of slop. Again, even though it's totally not perfect.
Gary's very temperamental.
All right, there we go. You don't have any right to read this crap the trolls type. How am I temperamental? How am I worse than any other animal rights advocate or some vegans? Oh, I happen to be sincere. Is that what you mean by temperamental? Gary is sincere. He actually might live and feel what he thinks. Yeah, that's how it works. I've lived with it my whole fucking life. So yeah, I'm entitled to have a little less patience because I haven't just come across this yesterday. This isn't just I read this new book and for 6 weeks I'll think this means this is the truth. No, that ain't how it works. Fucker.
Valhalla says, I agree, Paul. Yeah, dramas for clickbait, says Human.
Yeah, whatever. Again, more bizarre accusations. If I wanted to turn into clickbait, then the titles would be all in caps and I'd be blah, 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 and I'd be seeking the drama. Do I look like I've been seeking any? No. More horse shit. You liars just make up. So yeah, rag on these 2 guys. Say some shit about Ted and Bill. So just shit talk about Ted and Bill. He looks like a pumpkin head. Type some of that shit. He should be in the insane pumpkin head hatch.
Valhalla says, Gary can't go.
Yeah, Valhalla is the asshole who I blocked. And now he's a little petty, small-dicked, skanky, foreskinned little fucker who just trolls shits on the internet. So, yeah, what an authority. Oh, yeah, let's go ask him because he knows the truth. the skanky four-skinned petty weasel is the guy to go to. Oh, fuck. I don't think so.
In a brothel. Sorry, that was funny.
Well, I don't know if it was that.
Sorry, that was funny. So yeah. So the accusation. So this has come from these two douches, potato heads, and well, head in the box is not. He's just right now saying that's bullshit. So yes, bravo for getting something right. But I mean, this guy, this douche, is talking about who can get laid. I mean, frankly, you look 60. Yeah, fucker.
That was funny. I mean, I don't.
Well, again, I don't know, guys. I think it's too early. Okay, we can take the subject up again down the road. That's my
guys. Okay, yeah, we can take this guy. There's only two guys in the room, right? So you can't even, there's only you and him. I don't know what guys you're having this conversation with where you're going to decide, is inmendham appropriate for a conversation? Let's see. Well, what has he done? Oh, well, I guess he invented the word aphilist. And, he's only been talking about this shit on YouTube long before you douchebags came along to do it. Shit. Not that I need an interview with frickin' Frack. I'm just saying that, I just don't see what this bullshit is. This is how people behave, and it's just such douche. I mean, it's just douche. And I'm in some intolerant asshole because I say, yeah, I'm not going to let douche come into my house and piss all over my toilet seat and leave fucking vinegar stains all over my goddamn couch. Yeah, fuck that shit.
opinion. I'm just not ready for him right now.
He's not ready for him right now. Then he'll say he's neutral. And then he'll say, we probably would have a personality conflict. So he obviously just doesn't come out and say, I don't like him. What you should just say, I just innately don't like that guy. Got better hair than me. Something. But he won't do that. Instead, he's veiling it in all this bullshit.
And Gary, if you're watching this, I wish you luck. I really.
Oh, yeah, I feel the sincerity. The sincerity is just, oh, yeah, I just so feel that, man. Oh, yeah, I love you too, man. Love you too. Do you feel the sincerity? I love you too, man. I love you. God, these people are just outrageous. In all sincerity, I wish you the best of luck. Sure you do. Man.
You do, and you don't need my luck. You've obviously, you've got your little niche going.
Oh yeah, and you got your little niche going. It's just so patronizing. Yeah, you got your little niche, little talking heads, guys, and you got your little intro, your little 15-minute intro. Oh, it's so cool. It's nice and smooth and stylish. La la. Hey, we're doing something really cool and stylish. Yeah, I know it's two old guys talking shit about. I remember the old days was so much better than the newer days. We used to have like real oxygen in our air. They got this synthetic oxygen now. Yeah, that's stylish. Yeah, we are so hip. Fuck.
And
we're starting to get a lot more subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers you have, but it's,
to a fellow YouTube colleague, I shake your hand. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yes, colleague. We're not really colleagues, right? Because you're barely an antinatalist. You did have a kid. And I'm clearly almost hostile to the word antinatalist because it just doesn't point to the fucking core problem, which isn't human behavior or human procreation. The core problem is things being born to get fucking tumors and die. That's the problem.
And feel free to critique our show.
Yeah, you have a problem with it, but you're just going to point. See, he's just so full of shit. He's going to point out and example. Well, Inmendham did cheat me in an argument because he responded to what I said, but he didn't play the whole 4-hour video or some kind of crap like that. So he's just so full of shit. Sorry, you're full of shit. No offense. Love you, man, but you're full of shit.
problem with that. You know, just kind of hear us out first before you fire.
Oh yeah, whatever. Hear what out? They're supposed to be arguments. They shouldn't take 4 hours. What exactly am I supposed to hear out? You say something stupid like, oh, what's an example? We gotta put the earth back the way it was, so nature can kill everything instead of us. And I can say, you understand how that's stupid? It doesn't matter who's killing this shit. The killing is the problem. You didn't get that. You didn't get the memo. The random and stupid and undeserved death is the problem with the game. Not who is imposing it. Who's whacking the heads off doesn't matter. It's the fact that the heads are falling off and rolling into the sewer. That's the fucking problem.
I mean, there was one example I was watching where didn't even finish my comment and fired off something, and it wasn't even had anything to do with what I was.
Yeah, well, and look at the evidence I provided of this incident. So yeah, so everybody can reference it and see for themselves. No, you just didn't do that, did you? You just made some vacant accusation of some horrible trespass that I committed against your brilliance and your fantastic argument. I doubt that happened. I think it's pretty clear you probably said something goddamn stupid, and I responded as a sensible, rational person by pointing out that's a stupid premise. That's the wrong. You're not getting it. It's the fucking hacked off heads that are a problem, not who's hacking them off.
Trying to say, but anyway, no hate here, okay? No hate.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, no hate. Yeah, so it goes from I have nothing against him, I'm neutral, to now it's no hate. Oh that's right. That's going down. That's not going up. But anyway, go ahead. Say some more shit to reveal the fact that you're not being entirely honest about your feelings.
Does that settle it?
I doubt it.
No hate.
I think
just even have a conversation about like what is the worst case scenario, right? We're talking about the doom of the planet Earth. We're talking about tsunamis and economic famine and food shortages and all kinds of crap. And they're afraid of inmendham. They're afraid to, well, should we schedule a conversation with inmendham? Like, won't the computers all blow up, and won't everybody get a horrible virus and maybe get tumors in their testicles or something? Won't it cause just horrible death and mayhem? Oh, I mean, it's just so hilarious. They're so fucking afraid. Oh, you might say poo. What? You might say a 4-letter word. Oh, which he doesn't do when he's required not to.
From my experience, that usually starts it.
Oh, Brian.
But you know what? We're laid back. No, we don't.
Yeah, you sound like you're dead, not laid back. Like you just, we don't have enough power. We can't, we don't have any Pokemon superpowers to defend ourselves against, all those wacky shit that inmendham will do.
That's one thing we don't really. I can say, but it doesn't matter. Whoever is out there, we don't really care. People.
Yeah, you do, apparently. I mean, this guy's obviously upset. Well, we'll have to put this off for 10 or 12 years because we're not, we don't need to do this right away. We're not really, we got to agree
with this, or we could be wrong too. I mean, I've been wrong. Thick skin. Doesn't really matter. But
well, it seems like it matters because you're talking about it, even having the conversation about it. I mean, it's clear that if you're going to talk to Guy McPherson and Hambone Shinbone, it seems obvious that inmendham should be on the list somewhere because, frankly, he's been doing it longer and frankly, been doing it better. But whatever.
Yeah.
So Yeah, feel free to mention other people. You know, I'll get.
I just don't know who this Chris and Zohar Stargate. I don't know these people. I don't know. Maybe that's because I really don't watch a lot of different people.
Yeah, well, I wish there were more. You know, that would be nice if there were people who actually. Well, look, it's the part of the problem is that yeah, people could just read Benatar's book, or you know, but you know what's you know, there's not too many people who bring anything original to the conversation. That's part of the problem, and you know, it's not. Frankly, it's not that you need to be original. But that's one of the things here. This guy's going to accuse me of being too theoretical. I know that comes in here somewhere. And you're just like, what the hell does that even mean? What is being too theoretical? You know, I couldn't even, I couldn't make any sense out of that. Let me just fix this. Volume issue. Sorry, you know, the volume might not be loud enough for you chuckleheads. So, you know, head in the box guy, Bill. That hasn't quite got his microphone thing, you know, where his distance is consistent or something. Somehow his microphone's too sensitive to his distance from it, and so his volume is very erratic. Where was I? Restore me. That's really important. I'm back. I missed you. What was I saying? Yeah, it's just I know, like I said, just this whole idea of just talking shit about people in rooms. You just don't have a right to, you know, do it in some way where you're supposed to be immune to the same critique. And if I was to critique you in the same manner, you're going to take it personally, you know, and get all butthurt.
YouTube. I listen to ContraPoints. I've said that. I listen to inmendham.
Oh, ContraPoints. I don't know. Is he anywhere near a ContraPoint anymore? I'm sorry. He's, you know, he's just talks about dress lengths and stuff. You know, I wonder if mini skirts will be, you know, show my testicles.
Beckwith, Guy, Nature's Best Last. So a lot of these names I should know. I didn't know Hambone until we actually met him.
Right. So what you ought to do is look through Hambone's video for the word inmendham, you see, and then you'll find the interview between me and Hambone. And then you'll see that I didn't say, you're a complete asshole. You know, all I said was, yeah, well, we sort of disagree on that one.
Yeah. Valhalla says,
yeah, Valhalla, the cunt, the shit talker, right? I agree with inmendham, and he blocked me. I'm on his side. I don't think you're on my side, asshole. You know, you don't sound like somebody on my side. You don't act like somebody on my side. You act like a shit-talking Weasley fucking troll. So it seems perfectly rational that I blocked you. Because you obviously have no character. I'm on his side, but I shit-talk all over the place about him. Fuck you.
That was a joke, Brian. Okay, I didn't know it was a joke. I just didn't know that was. I just thought it was kind of not the best thing to say. It just. So I'm not trying to be prudish, but
Valhalla says, yeah, I'm going to check.
Well, it's not the best thing to say. Say they're back to the reference that somehow inmendham couldn't get laid in a whorehouse. It's just so fucking preposterously stupid. You know, because compared to who? I mean, really, compared to who? Who are you going to compare me to in terms of my ability to get laid in a whorehouse? Who are you comparing me to, you lunatics? You really are fucking weird, in my opinion, if you think whores like short guys with, you know, 5 inches of skanky foreskin, you know, who are, you know, have, you know, less than properly rooted hair. I don't know, you know, it's just so fucking stupid. What the hell is this? This related video. Look at that, Cyndi Lauper. I hate the, you know, that does come up when the old farts talk about the internet or something. But I mean, yeah, this is so obnoxious. You know, you watch a video and then they just harp on you. Yeah, I already watched the damn thing. Why is it coming up again? I watched it. That was my choice. I watched it. I know it exists. Why are you harping it? But yeah, that's my favorite Cyndi Lauper song. I Drove All Night. Great song.
I suggest this show to people, but to be honest, this show may be above most people's heads. Well,
oh yeah, yeah, the petty old man show. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I guess everybody's just too young or too old, which is sort of true.
I appreciate that. I'm taking that as a compliment. And
how come there's no more comments? This is kind of weird, right? I don't see the jump button, but nobody's commenting. Amazing. I usually can't get these assholes to shut up.
Bios2 says, I just meant that Gary seems like a guy that gives other chills down their spines.
Gives others chills down their spines. I mean, people... I don't even know how to respond to this. I mean, I was like always kind of less than interested in social interaction with people, and people wanted social interaction with me. I didn't, bizarre.
I don't see how you can make women like him. Well, why are we talking about?
Yeah, why are you? That's right. Why are you reading troll comments about other people? Right? Again, I should just invite these people to just make shitty comments about the likelihood of these two turds, getting laid with something that doesn't have a, whatever, breasts down to their belly button. I mean, shit.
That's getting kind
Gary and women. I don't get
personal.
Yeah, it's personal. Leave the guy alone,
Yeah, leave the guy alone, like as if the guy has some kind of disability in that regard, which is just, again, a fucking idiotic joke. I mean, I almost want to just go start fucking random women, and putting notches on the wall, just to rub in these idiots' faces. I mean, you people are retarded. You are fundamentally fucking retarded that you would read an idiotic comment by an idiotic petty troll and then somehow contemplate like, oh yeah, it must be true, when no, it's not, you idiot. Sorry, I mean, these guys actually think they got more women hitting on them than are hitting on me. That's that. They actually think that.
Anyway, Chris Mortensen's big in the economic collapse arena. Well, I gotta have him on then. I gotta look up this Chris Mortensen. I will see Chris Mortensen. Now, guys, I'm gonna be off.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't be bothered checking about it. I mean, yeah, we got the big intro and we do the talk show, but I couldn't be bothered with this logistics of finding out who the fuck out there is actually talking about these subjects and might have already said something really brilliant and profound, and I'm just being useless and redundant. I couldn't be bothered doing any of that.
I got to work for the next 2 nights, so I won't be able to contact anybody until I get, I work these 12.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like we were all expecting it tomorrow. Everybody, weren't you all expecting it tomorrow? Everybody was expecting it to happen tomorrow.
Hour shift, so it pretty much tires me out. And one's
is not liking foreskin an anti-natalist thing. No, it's just about truthers, okay? It's about this idiotic notion that somehow circumcision is mutilation, as if you violated nature. I mean, don't you see the irony of it? I mean, it's the sacred foreskin. I mean, superfluous armor that's put on the penis for merely the purpose of, preventing prickers from ripping your dick to pieces or something, and you're saying you must have one. Yes, you're a modern man, you're never going to go anywhere, your penis isn't going to go anywhere near prickers moving 20 miles an hour, and yet you need to retain the original form or something. It's that kind of thing. It's just as human-centric, a perception of reality and a glorification of some sort of natural function that is just the example of what's wrong with human beings. You know, the sacred foreskin. It would feel weird not to have foreskin. Yes, and when you don't have it, it would feel weird to have a bunch of stupid extra skin on my dick. So yes, I have the same sensation. How fucking useless would that be? That's all I can imagine. Oh, what do I need? What does my penis need? Does it need maybe another inch? Or does it need some goopy skin hanging over it? Let me think. Which one do I need? Fucking idiots.
So I'll have off Wednesday, and I don't know. I don't know. Probably Thursday.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is compelling content. I would show up for this. I'm so hungry for people who tell me about what every little crappy, shitty thing that I gotta pay my Verizon bill, and then later this afternoon I have to go. I got a tire that's a couple pounds low, so I gotta go to the gas station, get some air pumped in that tire, and you know, blah, 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 blah. And then I got a brain tumor I have to have removed.
Thursday, Friday. I take it one step at a time, 1 or 2 days at a time.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't think I should have done my Russian impression shit tonight. If I could take one.
No, Osama says he loved the Ruski bit, Brian.
Oh, because I don't know, you know, I just did that for you guys out there. I don't particularly like to put on a show.
Yes, you guys. I love that line. I guess when I start calling you guys, that's when I jump the YouTube shark. Hey, fellow YouTubers. Barney the dinosaur. I mean, yes, it'll just become a show then. You guys. I love you guys. You guys are so special. Thank you, you guys. If without you guys, I have nothing. You guys are everything. You guys are guys. I love you guys. Fuck. I just did it for you guys. Yeah.
But, you know, I guess I got to practice my Russian. I haven't spoken Russian for about 3 days. So,
Jason says, like your show, guys. Thank you. You know, we like you guys too.
I don't remember this part. Now, they got into a whole part that inmendham is too theoretical. Now, he hasn't said that yet. I want to hear that. And it's pissing me off that somehow we missed the part where he says inmendham's too theoretical. What the fuck does that mean, too theoretical?
Even the people I get upset with, you know, I you know, apologize later, you know. So I think I got upset with Noah once, and now Noah and I are, you know, really civil with each other.
Noah. Everybody knows Noah. You know who I mean, Noah. Oh, you don't know who Noah is? Oh, well, too bad.
Wills was the latest target of my ire. This shit doesn't last long, guys, with me. I blow it off like a quick-moving storm, okay? You know, Weinstein just simmers, you know.
Hey, listen, I did my Russian shit tonight. We want your Michael friends.
I can't sing like the dude.
The other time you can tell I've jumped the shark if I start laughing at anything like that. You know, forget it. What? I don't get humor. I just don't get it. I mean, some things like chuckle, yeah, okay, chuckle. I just don't get this. You know. I don't get that shit.
You know, I was just trying to hit the right key in a line, okay? So settle down.
Someone mentioned some of the pizza box. I was putting on that video test. I guess they heard you in the background with recycling the pizza box or something.
Oh, he was recycling the pizza box. Recycling the pizza box. Hilarious. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I just recycling the pizza box.
Pizza box.
We all need a break from doom. Good point, Val.
Yeah, yes, we need a break from doom. There. That's the great. Yes, we're really focused on this, subject for absolutely no reason. Let's convert everybody to a religion where there is no God and no anything, and we don't do anything. We just convert them. I mean, what's the point of telling people about doom if it doesn't mean anything? And that's really all you're saying. Doesn't change anything, really. Just have a good time. Well, then why talk about it, assholes? Douchebag. We need a break. We spent 5 minutes having a serious conversation, and now we have to. Oh, we need a break. Fuck.
Damn it. He says we all need a break from doom. Oh God, here's Sakura Satori says, have the insane guy on inmendham. Oh, we're over that subject later on, down the fucking road. Okay.
Yeah, down the fucking road. Okay, it's just and then when we get down the road, we'll put it down the road, and then when we get down the road, we'll put it down the road. Fine, who cares? But whatever. I mean, this stupid. Again, what how have I earned? Whatever this is, we have to put him down the road. It's just hilarious. They are just, they're all cowering in fear. Ugh.
Okay.
When Paul is ready, we'll do it. But right now, we're not there yet. Okay.
Yeah, you have no. Yes, you're just basically conceding we'll have no power over the inmendham. He will dominate and win. Yes, that's what will happen. He'll be right. He'll prove he's right, and you'll just look like, extra chicken bones.
Still a lot of Gary chat here.
See, that's the weird.
Yeah, why don't you just point out that most of it is by the same asshole, right? So that's what they ought to point out, right? Let's see if now they don't have the chat showing. I don't think. Let's see if it's over here on the side. There it is. So it's probably by the same Valhalla 56. Yeah. So he's probably the same douchebag, that just keeps typing crap. So it's probably just comments by the same jerks over and over. Same guys. Have that insane guy inmendham. So that's from whatever this name you can't even pronounce. So it just look, two trolly guys talking shit. And they waste their time with that. They allow that to define inmendham. Let's start the conversation based on that premise. So I'll look for the two jerkiest comments about these two guys, highlight them, and then start a conversation based on that point. Not that they're trying hard or they're sincere. That guy, he spent years, trying to, convince people not to, whatever, have bizarre sex with their pets. They won't start from some decent premise, some whatever nice guy premise. Just start from the slandery shit talk of a fucking troll. And so I should do that to you fellas.
Thing about this channel, because you don't know which people, like for example our subscribers, I didn't think that they would actually be connected with other communities. Like for example, I guess inmendham's community is the atheist community. We weren't necessarily we're atheists, but we're definitely climate change. So most of our people are climate change people. But it's kind of interesting that somebody pops up and says another person's name. So obviously they're subscribers or have been subscribers to other people. So sooner or later, you have that nexus, and it's almost unavoidable, I suppose. But we're still a very small channel. but I guess it's just unavoidable, at some point.
Whatever. So I guess apparently they want to keep their focus climate change or what? Because that hasn't, I mean, they're not doing that really. So, but whatever. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't seem to me a very useful subject in a lot of ways because obviously, yeah, what are you going to do about it? What's your solution? Well, we're industrialized and we already have a huge infrastructure and lots of comforts and lots of air conditioners and lots of grids and lots of this and that. We'll just prevent all the poor people in the world from ever doing the same thing we did. And I mean, unless you're willing to be huge, duplicitous hypocrites, what are you going to do about it? Oh, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Getting a lot of likes on your Russian skit, Brian. Jason liked it. That was Daleen said something good. I'm trying to find it. I lost it. Oh, she says, I liked it, Brian. Change-ups are good and keeps mind electricity flowing. Laughter is awesome. I love you guys. Well, we love you too, Daleen. And
by the way, that comment I made, I made a comment in the chat room long ago. I said an acquaintance. He was, I guess, a friend for about 6 months. He was a nice enough guy, but he immigrated to the United States, and he told me, I asked him if he was married at one time. He said yes. He was married to a figure skater. He was a good figure skater, but wasn't great. But I said, well, what happened? You just got divorced? He said, yes, And he said, could not get along. He said, and I never forget, he said in broken English, we go back and forth. Sometimes he did the English, I did the Russian. He said, must to hit wife. Must to hit wife. I said, what? He said, must to hit wife. Understand better. Listen better. And it's pretty sad. I mean, at first you think it's kind of funny, but it's not, because that is the mentality of a lot of Russian men. Is, first of all, a lot of them cheap. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them cheap. And
yes, and they drink and they do lots of stupid stuff because they live in a shitty place. So yeah, you can hardly blame them. Yeah, it's just the truth. It's always some bitch that borns you into a shithole. So we always have a little resentment. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, obviously, this whole male chauvinism thing is just so putrid. I blame it on this skanky foreskin. Yeah, foreskin does it. Makes men retarded.
Many of them are physical, and it's really a shame. It's just the way things are there, and that's just their philosophy. Not everybody's, again, but Russia's, they're very physical, the men.
I can't resist. I have to mention Sakura Satori saying you guys are great. Flattery goes everywhere with me. Thank you. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Yeah, that just reeks of sincerity. He means it when he says that. Why did you express so much contempt for fake Sagan? Again, where are you getting that from? It's just amazing. An amazingly stupid comment. You're just like, what are you talking about? I mean, obviously, me and fake Sagan fundamentally agree, and I have absolute contempt for his tactics and his conversation. Yeah. But where did you get this idea? Where did I, start invading fake Sagan's personal life or talking about all that kind of crap? Beyond mentioning his YouTube history. Where? I can only imagine how you would deal with his situation. Well, he hasn't dealt with it yet either, asshole. Probably not as well as he is. Well, and so dealing with it means let's just pretend it ain't happening. Okay. You'd have a massive tantrum and damage people. Exactly how would I damage people? I mean, just such a stupid fucking remark. He's a little alien icon. Yeah, you're just too fucking cool. Man, I mean, what is just so fucking stupid?
Thank you, but you know what? I don't think Again, this is new for Paul. I mean, I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I started with a musical channel. I did just all music. Then I started getting into a little bit of climate stuff, and I did little things. I had 40 subscribers at the most, nothing much going on. But this is really kind of new for us, where people actually start listening to us, and it's really been to our advantage to have this interview type of situation.
Yes, whatever. Yes, I did reference you a few times in history, and yes, it never did any good. Yeah. I don't have any. Go watch that guy, Power. He did some videos on economics. They're fairly decent, talking about how the rich are too rich and all that kind of shit. And so, decent enough stuff.
Because you have guests, and people tend to like that. And we do read the comments, and we're serious about it. But I don't even think we're at a point now where we really are the way we are. Like Miles Davis, the great musician, once said, it takes a long time to play like yourself. Well, we're still new at this, and I don't think this is really the way the show is going to be 5 months from now or a year from now.
I like that quote of Miles. I like it. Right.
And he's right. I mean, when it comes to music, it does take a while.
Well, I don't know. We're supposed to. This is going to grow into some sort of something-y. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I don't see the roots, but okay.
Your understanding of how to play with chord changes, understanding modes. Understanding.
Well, he was also referring probably to ballads. He was hooked on ballads. He loved them so much, and then he got away from them. Miles is to me one of the greatest jazz musicians of all time. I mean, the way he morphed his.
Yeah, so that's another one of those things where it's just kind of a personality conflict. I'm like the biggest not interested in jazz person. I'm not the biggest. There's got to be somebody who hates jazz more than me. But yeah, I got no use for it. What's that for? Yeah, no. Yeah. Dance music you don't dance to. I don't know. Forget it.
Style. I mean, he morphed his style at least 4 times. The guy was just a real true genius.
But the greater point I'm trying to make, Paul, is that if you look at our first few videos and then you look where we are right now, it's completely different. And like tonight, I did some absurd type of humor, and I only did that just because I was in a good mood. I actually probably don't.
Yeah, it keeps referencing it. He put a hat on, like a Russian hat, soldier hat or something, and did a Russian accent pretty well. And I don't know, did he really say anything that goofy? But whatever. Moving on.
And he worked.
These really are fake cigarettes. I don't smoke. I hate cigarettes and all that kind of shit. But we do want to be somewhat serious, and if we're funny, we want to make sure that it's just natural, that we're not trying to force it. That tonight was just bullshit. But in any case, I just want to say that thank you. But
yeah, recycling the pizza box, that kind of humor, you can't make that. I mean, you can't just sit down and write that kind of good joke. Oh, the recycled pizza box. Gets me every time.
The reality is we're going to become something that we're not right now. And hopefully it'll be better.
Yes, that's wow. Okay, at least you got that ambition thing right. Always, that way. Yeah, forward. Don't go backwards. Go forward.
We'll learn from our mistakes because we already have. I mean, Paul, we've made some mistakes. In the beginning, we did light interviews and talk.
Yeah, and you haven't gotten your microphone quite right yet, but yes, you're getting there.
About innocuous topics. Whenever we got outside of climate change, we lose a lot of views. People like Guy McPherson put us on the map, so to speak. So it may not be really totally by us. I'm always trying to experiment with intros. I don't want to have them too long, too short. Sometimes you have intros.
Yeah, you can't make one too short for me, fella. So just letting you know. I mean, just get to it. Bob, Ted, talk. blah, 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 dot, 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 the end of the intro. Yeah, no more bullshit.
Great, by the way, I loved it.
Thank you. But even those, I want to find like the right way to do it, you know? And we don't.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird. I mean, the fact that, you know, this is a little bit early, but I mean, you gotta wonder, what is it with this? I mean, usually people are just typing crap. Maybe I've blocked all the trolls finally. I finally blocked them all. See how many people are in here? Just curious. 40. Yeah, it just seems 40 isn't much. So yeah, so it's not like it's, you know, much reason to worry about it, but it just is. 40's, you know, 3 times as many in the physics channel, and this is almost as slow.
Like, one thing Paul and I definitely agree on for sure is we don't like to monetize anything. No ads. We just hate ads.
Yeah, I can't say fuck anymore if we didn't have those.
Right, you have to be careful with that kind of thing. And by the way, this is very important for anybody who's still on the line. Do we still have, can you tell me how many people are still on?
We've got 19 on it right now.
No, and I can let Paul speak for himself, but I'll speak for myself. Is that although sometimes I do curse or I do some stupid things or say some stupid things, I try to limit it because I have to be very careful what I say. I age restrict these programs because I do work in a public situation, and I have to be careful what I say. I mean, I get along very well with people, and people.
Yeah, well, we really don't need all that context. Blah 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 blah. But yes, we all should try to elevate, yes, our communication, and certainly learn a lot of bad habits in, you know, bad habits school. You know, whatever school you go to, it's always bad habits. You know, the whole culture. And so yes, I wish I not like I wish, I just wish I had but you just can't imagine being in a world where you would say like shucks, you know. Oh, that's just awful. Yeah, I mean, without any kind of, but I am working on trying to do that. It seems when you're first working on trying to not be a potty mouth, you're even more of one. But I am working on
it. Certainly know my politics, but I don't want to get that popular where I live because I don't want them. It's not that I don't want them to see this. It's just that, you know, you have to compartmentalize your job.
Yeah, I know it is a bitch. Yeah, there's just no way to win, you know, because you will be punished for outing yourself as something other than a generic human. So as long as people just make you a generic, then you're safe. But as soon as you become a supporter of something, ooh, you know, then you'll be run over, you know, and stuff.
And then your politics, you have to separate them. You just have to. You don't speak to your grandmother the same way you speak to, you know, a little kid or whatever. So
yeah, you do. You talk to those two the same. Yeah, actually, it's just the way it works out. Old people are like little kids.
I have to be careful how I say things.
And my grandma has a 100-year-old tree growing on her grave. You know, I mean, that's how long ago it's been. But I know what you mean. I just want to.
Gee, that's really nice of you to let trees grow on her grave. You know, sorry, you must not have liked her very much. You just let it grow there for 100 years. Hey, there's a tree growing on Granny. Ah, who cares? The dog will piss on it.
Pointed out something here. Osama says, how about Sandy from Environmental Coffee House? She's a big favorite of mine. Now, I did reach out to someone from Environmental Coffee House. I thought it was the black guy, and I got no response. So I dropped that. I don't know who Sandy is. I am a member of Environmental Coffee House, and, you know, the posts show up in my feed, but I did try, and I didn't know who's running that show. But I really was impressed with the black gentleman who was interviewing somebody, and I wanted him on our show. No luck so far.
Okay, yeah, well, maybe I can go snag that one. Yeah.
Let me continue. We're really behind here.
I'm looking at my phone. I can't keep up with it. I can't have it on my computer, or we won't be able to have this broadcast. So, Paul, I'm going to depend on you.
Sakura says,
probably a big mistake.
Love the nonviolent statements today. I stand by that too. It's the way of the future. First, do no harm.
Yes, don't fight the bad guys because you might prevent them from raping and pillaging, and that would be a terrible mistake. Yes, you can solve all the world's problems by just peacefully, if you stop raping, all the rapists will stop raping. That's the way it works. It does. In my, perverse and wacky brain, deficit spending works. Isn't the fact that it's working proof?
Ghanaian and MLK, always good to remember. Absolutely, Sakura. If we as humans cannot make change through nonviolent approach, to me, there's no change.
Right. So the Civil War was a terrible idea. They should have never gone with that violent solution. That's just stupid. Because you could have had the perfectly good, just don't solve the problem solution. Just let Hitler have Europe. I mean, why us? We don't need no solution. Just let the problem win.
Worth making. That means we're beyond hope. Why try and save a species that is so committed to violence that there will be no other way? That's my opinion. It's nonviolence, so forget it.
Yeah, well, if that's your attitude, like I'm going to convince everybody and I'm not going to have to hit anybody with a stick, you're not going to be able to solve a single problem on Earth. You have to put people in prison. You have to do stuff. It's just the way it is. There's people who just won't listen to, now, don't be stealing candy from that baby. There's some people who just can't help it.
I mean, I'm not going to sit there and fight for the preservation of the dark sides.
Yes, and instead you'll just let Hitler take over. That is, nature in the Hitler suit, of course. But yeah, you just let nature torture them. What do I have to do with it?
I don't want to use the word evil, but the brutal side of humanity. I'm not going to try and save that. No, it's not worth it.
It's sort of an irrelevant part of the conversation because you really do have to have more than 17 people before you can declare war. But I just mean that it just is a practical fact. You got to be a little bit prepared for the fact that there's going to be some stinky parts to this whole, if you're going to elevate the function of the human race, you're going to have to elevate it by, telling some retards that they can't drive the bus.
If it all comes down to one big shoot him out, no thanks. I'll bail. So we're in agreement with that.
So if there's really no choice, there's either fight or just lose. You'll just lose. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. If I only have two choices, well, yes, I'm not losing. It seems like that's a waste of my time.
You got any comment on that, Brian, or you want to move on?
I'll move on. You have too many comments.
Where's the
theoretical
totally
relate
part?
To your humor, and I'm right in line with you politically, Paul and Brian. Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to mention Kevin at Black Bear. He seems to be more popular in climate than music.
Right.
I still want to find out what this fucking thing is, this theoretical thing. What's being too theoretical? I want to know that.
Look, Kevin, Black Bear, I think, I like his videos as far as climate, but I believe he's on the Trump side. So I guess the politics, I can't go on with stuff there. Is that Black Bear News that you're talking about?
Probably, I guess, but
Yeah,
Osama says Miles used to pay his band not to practice. So I could go on and on about the genius that is Miles Davis.
Oh, whatever. Yes, the genius. all the geniuses. Everybody with their little special geniuses. I'm glad I don't like anybody because I don't have to sit there and keep telling you about how, oh God, he was so genius. But there is a little, well, you know, Cyndi Lauper, genius. True. But it's weird how the chick thing, you know, I know there's a chick thing with getting fat. You know, it's just a problem women have, you know, it's all that kind of crap. But you'd think if they were with the right man, you know what I'm saying? They could muse her into saying, come on, we can do it. You know, you don't have to get fat. Because, you know, I was watching some old, you know, whatever they were, the three people with the Puff the Magic Dragon song and Dust in the Wind, all that shit. What the hell were they? And, you know, she was thin, you know, in the beginning. And, you know, the whole thing looked really pretty cool. You know, two nerdy guys and the you know, tall blonde chick in the middle thing. It really worked. And it's just like, what happened? But, you know, and it's like Cyndi Lauper when she, you know, when she first started, she was just little hot little tart. And just slowly, but surely just, you know, got bigger and bigger.
Really loved his third band with Shorter and Hancock and Herbie Hancock and the Live at the Plug Nickel series is just one of the greatest box sets in existence.
Oh, fuck. Now he's selling the box set. Oh. Nobody has a box set. I mean, there's just so few people that actually have made records where every song is a winner. Like Meatloaf got away with it, and Elton John maybe with Yellow Brick Road, and you know a few albums maybe. But you know, 90% of people, you know, they got 4 songs that are worth listening to, and everything else is kind of just, yeah, whatever. An ABBA man. Yes, well, I certainly was. I was an ABBA boy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Wasted lots of hankies on those chicks.
So I love that stuff. Love Miles Davis and his bands. I could talk about Miles Davis forever.
LOL. You know nothing about music, Meatloaf. I mean, I'm just saying, Bat Out of Hell was brilliant. I mean, anybody who would mock Bat Out of Hell deserves to be blocked, right? Everybody understand that? I mean, does anybody think anybody rational, I mean, who doesn't actually still have poo on their head from having their head in their ass could think Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell album wasn't one of the most brilliant albums ever produced? I mean, is there some asshole who could think that? I mean, could somebody be that? I mean, that's even lower than a Trump supporter. I mean, to be stupid enough not to recognize it's, even if you don't like the style of the music, not to recognize that as an orchestrated piece of music, it's fucking brilliant. You're an idiot. I mean, you're just such an idiot. Okay.
Sakura also liked the absurd Russian skit.
By the way, I don't even know if it's a skit. It's just it was a stream of consciousness, and it really wasn't good. Believe me, I probably could have been funny, but
all right.
No, that's, well, thank you.
Okay, well, he says the guy invites me to block him, so I will. You aren't wildly educated on music, so apparently you have to be educated to smell a rose and be able to see whether it smells well or something. I mean, it's just so, music isn't that complicated. And in terms of understanding orchestration and symmetry and the difference between music and noise, I mean, be able to make a distinction between random crap and stuff that has a beat and that has multiple levels of orchestration. And, you know, so fuck you. I'm as educated as you douche. You know, go eat whatever, a dried frog.
But I don't.
Daleen says
I might not be doing that one again.
Daleen says Kevin Hester is awesome too. Yeah, I'm a friend of Kevin's on Facebook and really enjoyed Kevin. He's Guy McPherson's right hand man, it seems.
I still haven't heard the inmendham is too theoretical comment, damn it. It's really pissing me off. I mean, they did say that. Some asshole said I was too theoretical. And then this asshole said, yeah, I agree, it's too theoretical. I mean, it's got to be in here somewhere. Just mean Gary seems like a guy that gives the chills down their spine. Like, when, okay. Oh, it's in here. I know it's in here. I saw it. Kill, kill, kill. Oh, that's some brilliant, comments in here. Anyway, back to the whatever. Let's get this done already. It's taking an awful long time.
We love them both. Sakura says, awesome skit break in the middle of the series show.
Yeah, well, see, I would sort of say that's sort of an irritant. Because either do a comedy show or do a serious show. Except when you're doing live rooms, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I suppose. But I just mean, sometimes people tune in for something and say, I want the science, I want the story, I want the, and they really don't want a whole mixture of shit. But sometimes it happens. I have to admit, sometimes you start telling a story and you just forget, oh, I was making a video. Now I'm telling a story. My bad.
Kimon says, use a time clock like a game of chess. What circumstances you mean for a show?
Yeah, probably something like that, where 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of that, 5 minutes of that. You break it up, and then you just go from topic to topic. Speed chess, so speed politics, speed climate change. I think that's what he's saying. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, that's just useless, right? So just doing the texting philosophy is just retarded. So yeah, if you're going to do that, hopefully you will fail, because the world doesn't need any more. Let's not get to the real subject, and let's do it so trivially that it's pointless. We'll just say, Republicans bad, Democrats good, or just no, it doesn't work that way. It's more complicated.
Yeah,
that's actually not a bad idea, because I can
Ash is back at the subject again and says, I'm pretty sure Gary will make a response video to this video.
Well,
yes, there he is. Yay! A commenter got it right. That's right. Gary will defend himself against slander and bullshit. That's what he'll do. That's right. He has enough balls and enough integrity to say, why should I let a bunch of douches talk shit about me? Yeah. I don't sit there and just say, I don't lie over for you. And just again say, go ahead, douche all over my house. Fuck you. You're not douching on me. Okay, go to save that for your mother.
I'm sure I'll be the target.
Well, hold it. I'm not one to delete videos, but I will ask the people.
I'm not one to delete videos. Well, I mean, I don't know what that means, but I mean, obviously, I don't delete videos.
In our group. Is it worth it? I mean, first of all, I don't know that he's actually going to work.
In our group. So there is a group of some kind. I don't know what the group is. I mean, does that mean the trolls in the comments? I guess that's the group. So what do you think, trolls? What should we do, trolls? What do you trolls think would be a great show, trolls?
Watches or is watching it, because I can't say that he watches our videos aside from the one or two that he's commented on. So I'm going to guess that. I
mean, look, Head in the Box guy, again, I don't know how he could lose reference to all, historical time or whatever. But I mean, I have referenced you in the past. I mean, we sort of have had conversation. So, whatever.
He probably won't watch this. Not because he doesn't want to. Just we're not that popular. So I doubt he's going to watch it.
Well, I know you've commented on videos of mine. So, I mean, it's just, I just don't get this, like I'm some sort of alien creature from some faraway land bullshit.
But even if he did it, I don't know that it's worth. It's not like a serious video tonight. I don't know. Should we delete it? Should we keep it up? What? I'm not into deleting videos, but
no, I
keep it. Leave it up, because I just hate my Russian skit. But what the fuck?
And I think,
well, I'd say put it on unlisted and then provide links to it on your regular videos. then you can just let people go there if they want to see our live rooms. And then, but you don't have the problem of it being a listed video and, you know, and being part of the show, because yeah, this isn't very showy, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's showy of, oh yeah, you know, Ted and Bob, or Bill, sorry.
We're caught up. We were hoping to have AJ join us tonight. He's off doing what AJ does, which is something that will be interrupted, no doubt, midstream. But we love AJ to death. If he could only stay on point. Gosh, as a
if he could only stay on point. So another thing where this guy has this I guess it's his generic accusation. That's another accusation that somehow I don't stay on point. And again, he can't reference a single interview I have done that wasn't pretty damn close to brilliantly done. I mean, all my conversations were they're rapid. The subjects, I prepare myself for the conversation. I've got stuff to talk about. So, you know, about their stuff. I've actually watched their videos, can reference some of their points. You know, he's got nothing. He's just this stupid, idiotic crap accusation that isn't based on any fucking facts. Just bullshit.
Oh, so it's hard enough for me to keep AJ, you know, in place.
Yeah,
like Gary. I mean, you know, woo.
Bounces at it.
So again, keep Gary in place. Where's this evidence that I just don't? Oh no, I want to talk about whatever, you know, foot fungus or something. Where do I get off? What is this? What is this bullshit accusation that there's something unconcise or undirected or off topic about my fucking videos? It's just a fucking retarded accusation. Jeez.
Here and bounces in, you know, like, you know, you can't
keep
track of the guy.
You know.
So he's talking about the other guy. So he's not talking about me. He's talking about whatever the AJ guy is, whatever the AJ is.
Millennials, he's a wonderful guest, but you know, and if you're out there, AJ, or if you see this, you know, when it's posted, I have no problem. I mean, you're great, AJ. You just bounce in and out.
Yeah.
Just a different style, you know.
Yeah, it's okay if AJ does it, but if inmendham does it, he just makes him all stinky. We'll put him down the road because he's stinky.
So yeah, that would have been cool.
More doomer chicks, less combed hair. You know, at least I got hair to be messy with. Weinstein doesn't even have.
Well, yeah, I don't know how much you have though. Really, you got that little droopy drop over. You know, I got a drop over. You know, as long as I keep my head down, I'm okay. Can't lift it all the way up. Dangerous.
Any of that.
Paul, we have archives of your hair. Can we show them that or not?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Who wants to see Paul's hair?
It's got to be very quick.
Okay.
Though.
Hold on. We got to look in the saved things here. Okay. Now I need to have somebody say that they want to see Paul's hair. Okay.
Yeah. Are you talking? This was hair when I first started talking.
All right. This is like the pizza box joke.
Talking to Brian tonight, right?
Oh, for God's sake! I have to hold on. I got.
Osama says AJ is great. Yeah, I think he's great too. I love AJ to death. I really do.
What other comments we have? Wait while I try to get something out of
Bio 2 says millennials are out partying and hoeing. AJ's out getting some tail. No, I know what AJ's doing. He's doing something intellectual.
All right, here we go.
Partying and whoring, and AJ's getting tail. So somehow getting tail and whoring are different things. Didn't even make any sense.
That kid is something else.
Okay, hold on. I got something.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't see it, so I'll laugh at it for you. This is the kind of stuff you got to kind of tie up, you know, clean up the act a little.
Don't keep it up forever, Brian.
Hold on. Now, hold on. We got Paul here. Hold on.
Well, first
folks.
of all, guys. Okay, folks.
Hold on. No, we're not done. We're not done. Hold on.
I still want to know why. I want to know what this theoretical crack was. Where the hell is it?
I granted him permission to show me.
Okay.
Just crawling out of bed.
I'm trying.
Now, how many of us would agree to that? Okay. So,
we gotta see how this goes here. Let's see.
You've got a whole route.
Yeah, this is worth 5 minutes. I really will just go ahead of this because who can waste time on this shit?
You have to understand, folks. Before we go on, we actually we record 2 minutes. Sometimes we don't even do that, but we usually talk with the people on Skype first, no matter what guests we have. So we have this arsenal of videos.
Yes, obviously you have to do some preliminary stuff to find out what the microphone's working and shit.
Prior to it going, but we never show them. But that was one where I actually did do that. So
Dead head in the box.
So
yeah, no, Daleen, that Russian tornado was really good. I did like that comment.
If and the reason why we call it head in the box is because you're actually in a box, of course, and everybody knows that. So if you come in, I'm not necessarily head in the box. I used to be called iGeneralist a long time ago, and I just like the name head of the box. That concept of whatever head is in there, that head is in the box. So tonight's head is in the box. We have heads in the box. We have 5 heads in the box, 4 heads in the box. And there used to be this one cool movie. I don't know if anybody ever saw it. It was called Head.
Yes, I remember when you were iGeneralist. See, I remember. Remember the comments. I remember. You are just being part of shit talkery.
Hold on. I wonder what kind of beer that is. See, that's dark beer he's drinking, man. That's good shit.
Beer conversations.
Wait a minute.
That's in England, correct?
Who cares?
And, not my favorite book, but this is
one of them
by Leonard Mlodinow. He is a physicist called The Drunkard's Walk: How Randomness Rules Our Lives.
What a pile of crap! Yeah, what huge, big, fucking steaming pile of crap. How can people fall for this shit? No, cause and effect rules our lives.
Not like a novel you'd want to read. It's just, it's about randomness. I thought that was kind of a nice book. I read that a couple years ago. Good shit.
Piece of crap.
And that's about it for the desktop. Other than that, I have just Republicans on here, and there's no need to look at them. And of course,
Brian, we've been on for a while. We've tested the patience of our dear audience. It's probably
yes, you have. You tested my patience. Yeah, not in a very interesting way, I have to admit. So yes, I'm done with you. So this is the much better physics to be reading. Much better physics. I mean, I've gotten it's getting so tight now. The physics arguments are getting so tight. I mean, I've just got it nailed. It's almost a complete theory. Almost. Any day now. So let's see where the old fake Sagan is. There he is. Yes. Or fake Sagan. Anyway. So I'll do a little chatting with the chatters if they choose to chat, and then I'll get the hell out of here, I think. Yeah, the whole garden is just pretty much dead. It's just really disappointing. The weather's been so bad. Way too hot. Then it just rained too much, and now it's just been drizzling for fucking 2 weeks, and just horrible. Stupid bugs, parasites, and then all the interesting bugs are all dead. I haven't seen a butterfly in 2 weeks. It's like something's really fucked up about the environment. Seems like it conceptually would actually make sense to learn physics before chemistry, then biology. Yeah, well, the only problem with it is that physics covers a lot of subjects. So it's a big subject, frankly. But if you learn it wrong, I mean, frankly, they have all the physics is wrong. I mean, the whole thing, they're wrong. Quantum mechanics is wrong. Einstein's relativity is wrong. So they're only getting some right answers for the wrong reason. So, I mean, obviously we can see effects and they can't get effects wrong, but they got all the causes wrong. So in a sense, you can't even do chemistry right because people are doing chemistry based on this idea that all this shit's swirling around and all this crap. And no, they're really just sharing electrons, and they're sharing it in a real way. The electron is sitting there and it's being shared by two things. It's not doing all this bullshit. So I'm just saying, no point in saying learn physics first, but I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, just because physics has so much woo in it, so much bullshit. I mean, fields for 100 different particles. Each particle has its own field, you know, muon field, neutrino field, electron field, proton fields. I mean, it's just such horse shit. But anyway, I'm not doing physics in this room. I'll reference it. Draft Science on YouTube and draftphysics.com on the internet. So anyway, does anyone know some asshole in the comments on that video I already played? And then the asshole, I mean the person, I mean Bob, I mean Ted, said I was too theoretical. What could that possibly mean? Too theoretical. What is this situation with the sale of your property? Yeah, unfortunately, it's still up for sale. Nobody's been looking lately. I mean, they were showing up every day, you know, the little inheritance wealthers looking for, you know, some people to screw out of their life, you know, an investment opportunity. But yes, so I don't know. There's supposed to be some people that are on the hook, you know, that they're trying to reel in, but, you know, they don't keep us too informed about anything. So it's all up in the air. Yeah, if I have to move, that's going to be like having a tumor in my head. It's not going to be a good thing. I don't know if I'll survive it. The, you know, transplant surgery will not be good. Oof. Shudder. So nobody can explain what being too theoretical is. Nobody. Still waiting. Come on. I'm surprised it's as dead as this. I did it, you know, first, last, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this personal conversation shit. Okay. Fuck you. Do you have any contingency plans? No. Well, I mean, I have, yes, there's vague notions of things I could do, possibly, but they all involve me moving, which just seems like a bad idea. So, you know, you know, I just don't see it happening. But like I said, we'll see what happens when it happens. I mean, you know, just see what happens. I'll either say, all right, I'll try, or I'll just say, fuck it, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, it's okay. It's just that you know, I can't, there's no point in having, you know, you really just can't afford to give anybody any piece of your personal life because the trolls just take advantage of it, so that there's just no point in it, in a sense. So some context, you can give, I can say this much, and if you say any more, it just gives them license to think your life is theirs. They own you. Just so rude. Let's see. The asshole probably meant too theoretical, as in too conjectural or speculative or something. Well, I'm just saying their channel is basically saying that they talk to the Guy McPherson thing guy, who basically says the world's going to come to an end in about a month. Okay, so that's not too conjectural or speculative or something. And then the other guy they talk to, Hambone, Shinbone, or whatever, has the same kind of like it's all unraveling and blah 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 whatever theory, and somehow his conjecture is not too speculative. So I just mean in the sense of the context of their own conversation. I don't know how I'm being more theoretical than they are. I guess that's the part I'm looking for. See, they said I'm too theoretical. So it's like, how is my theory more theoretical than their theories? Yeah, I mean, they really just ought to remake another internet. Just let the shitheads have this internet. And we just ought to make a new internet where people have accountability. You don't get to be anonymous cowards. You don't get to just talk shit about other people without, you don't get to throw rocks from glass houses. You know, you do unto others as you have others do unto you. So your nuts are just as exposed as everybody else's nuts. And just have a real internet with real accountable people who aren't lying, cheating, scuzzy, weaselly cheaters. Shit. What's so big? What's the big deal? Why can't we do that? An internet without corporations owned by the rich controlling how the content flows and controlling what's the search engine results. Just some sort of honest internet for honest people. Maybe we could do that. I mean, we can just leave this internet, let them have it. Just make a new one. Do you think the price that has already pay in suffering? Well, obviously, yeah, it's never, there's some point in saying worth. I mean, that's just silly. Obviously, it's not worth it. The price being paid by one rabbit with a headache isn't worth it. It's worth to keep the game going so we can reach a state of super happy fun time for every living thing. Whatever that even means. Again, fun time is just satisfying deprivation. You don't have fun unless you're hungry. You don't, have to need it. So this is can't be super happy until you're first super sad. The super sadder you are, the super happier you can be. You have to go low before you can't go down before you can go up. There's no up. There's just down and then you climb out. No, he doesn't. I don't know what that means, but okay. Is there a way to get rid of the game with nuclear fallout? Well, you obviously don't want to have nuclear fallout. You want to have nuclear fall apart. And yes, you can make infinitely, theoretically, you can take all the mass of the universe and make it go nuclear and create an unlimited size bomb. So yes, we can actually make a bomb that would be preposterously huge and blow the planet into little fucking goddamn pieces. Is there a way to get rid of the game? Yes, that's but fallout would be a bad way to kill. Killing things with radiation is not the preferred graceful exit. There's more graceful ways to be sterilized. Yeah. Prevented from perpetuating. There is better. Tars Bama times 100. I don't know what that means. If all life could be taken out in a less than graceful way, would it not be worth it? Yes, well, if that's your only choice, or if that's it's immediately available. Again, if somebody puts a red button in front of me that's a little sloppy, yeah, I'm going to hit it. But I'm just saying that you don't go there. You don't argue for no better buttons. You argue for the best button you can get. You don't argue for the mediocre button. So I'm just saying that the rational way to do it is, try to gracefully exit all the big brained organisms and then, blow the whole thing to hell, the rest of it. Tars bomb times 100. Yes, well, I don't the biggest bomb, I don't who we probably don't know the biggest bomb exploded, but frankly, they probably didn't tell us about it. But yeah, the point is that nuclear bombs don't diminish in value as you make them bigger. They just double, triple, quadruple. So they just become bigger bombs. So you can make a insanely massive one and put a couple of insanely massive ones in a couple of key locations. And it seems to me pretty clear you could catastrophically stroke the earth. You could stroke it. Let's see. So you think there is no longer hope of having pleasure? I don't know what. I haven't changed any of my opinion, so this is just silly. There is no hope of having pleasure overtaking suffering in balance of life, no matter what we do. What I'm just saying is that if I imagine a world where I would be happy, playing golf on Pebble Beach and fucking whores on all the greens or something, it's still going to be in the context of me psychologically needing these things, especially like the whores and stuff and having sex, and it's good for my ego, and I want to see a little shiny glow in her eyes and blah, 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 blah. So all of that has to come from some insecurity inside of me or need inside of me to have a conquest or something. And so I have to have some loneliness or some kind of need first. That's all I'm saying. It's got to come from something. It's not free. So that's all. So no point in creating the deprivation first. No point in creating the thirsty man so you can give him a glass of water. There's just no point in doing that. You're not going to fix what's going on in I'm not planning on fixing it, retard. That's the point. Oh, I guess you're making some point to this other person. It's much easier to blow the game up. Yes, it's the game is stupid. It's make a mess, clean up half the mess. So it's like the game is basically vomit, and then you get, oh, I'll clean up half of that vomit, and oh yeah, you feel so much better. Like when you're sitting in vomit and somebody says, I'll clean up half of that. You're like, oh, thank you, because half vomit is better than whole vomit. But I'm just saying that's all you can do with this shit. You can take shit and make it less shitty. But why would you take the shit in the first place, right? I mean, why would I try to make shit less shitty when I could just choose not to have shit in the first place? I want to jump ship many times. Yes, just wish it was the rail wasn't covered in fucking electric barbed wire. considering the coming shitstorm with the far right and the tumor that's got your name on it on the rise and Trump's Supreme Court move. Yes, it's just dismal as fuck. Ready for 2021, the most likely not as shitty. I don't know what that even means. Polis. I mean, you're using too many references for which I have no use, apparently. LOL. Shit is still, I mean, if you think there's going to be some new king who's going to come to the rescue, you're quite deluded because the left is fundamentally out of their minds. Now, let's just keep spending money insanely on people who suck and are shitty. Let's give all the dumb whores all the money. LOL, shit is still shit run away from it. That means. But frankly, the citizenry sucks. There you go. Bravo. And that will be an enduring, more significant dilemma. That's right. The dilemma is that all there's 90% of people are dumb fuckers, and there's 10% that are a little bit smart, and the little bit smart people seem to be not smart enough to know they have some obligation to drive this bus. So they just keep partying and going to beer tastings and fucking broken limos. They just keep doing stupid shit instead of fixing anything. Let's see. Prince Ploka. Who fucking cares? You banned me from draft science a long time ago for praising Hitchens, and I wasn't even rude about it. It says you. That's your interpretation. But clearly, it's the draft physics channel. Hitchens was irrelevant. And second, Hitchens was an asshole. President of the U.S., whatever that means. Oh, that's where all that crap meant. Oh, POTUS. Yeah. Oh, you texty people are just quite irritating. The citizens suffer from collective amnesia. I don't think that. They suffer from head up their ass. They're ignorant asses. Citizens are ignorant shits who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, yet they have opinions. They don't do any research, don't know anything. Well, Bernie Sanders says so. That's all. They're fucking idiots. Donald Trump earned his money. Yeah, sure he did. Hitchens' argument for atheism wasn't good enough to justify his harangue for the Iraqi. Exactly. I mean, he didn't make any new arguments for atheism, did he? Except the argument from we're selfish heathens and we don't want no bullshit God telling us what to do. I mean, it was more of an argument against, it wasn't arguing the truth value of the fairy tale. He was like arguing the social necessity of the, whatever character blanket, that religion is supposed to provide. But anyway, I'm just saying, it's just unforgivable nonsense to think, oh, it's a good idea. Let's try to kill all the Islamic lunatics. That was a bad idea. I mean, Hitchens had some wacky ideas. I mean, he had this. He's the one who started this whole thing about the Clintons running a cocaine ring, with helicopters bringing in cocaine from Cuba or whatever. I mean, it was just so fucking silly. Well, I think beating the death is going to be, that's going to happen because it's just code, genetic code. So once you break the code, you'll be able to figure out, oh yeah, there's only these 15 little elements in our genetics that make us die. so we won't die on purpose anymore. Um, but yeah, what we're going to do with that, yeah, it's like the aging process. We're probably going to be able to stop that too. Um, but yeah, what will people do with this new life? If we discover other life in the universe, well, that's not going to happen. Would you still be for exterminated all life on Earth? Well, if you discover life in the universe, guess what? What do you think it's going to be likely it's shaped as? It's going to look like a shark or an assassin beetle or a cockroach, or what do you think it's going to be? If you think Christopher Hitchens is crazy, I think he's an asshole. He's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Then you will have a migraine for his brother. Well, I haven't even heard of his brother, so I guess he's not a huge threat. But anyway. Look, AI is totally lame the way they're doing it, so who cares? I mean, AI is it's for Teletubbies. Then they're not doing like AI where it could mean something. It's not real artificial intelligence. They don't even understand what sentience is and how important that is to our intelligence. So there's not going to be an artificial intelligence. There's just going to be something that mimics a babbling human. It's going to be Stepford wife. A Stepford wife is not artificial intelligence. Genetic enhancements will likely be slanted towards the wealthy. Yeah, so that's fine, all that crap, but even that shit doesn't mean much. It all becomes cheap eventually. So the point is what will humans do with it? And they won't do anything worthwhile. They'll just have more unsustainable expectations about what their life is supposed to be. Well, whatever. Transhumanism is not going to give you nuclear fist punch. I have a nuclear fist punch. Dream on. The Greatest Alive program, some bots to extinguish the extraterrestrial life or something is the answer. Whatever. The simple solution is yes, we can just build robots that replicate themselves, send them into space to blow up everything. Fine. Let's do that. As right before we blow the planet up, we'll release a bunch of robots that basically go out into the universe, replicate themselves, and blow up everything they can. Fine. Totally agree, Gary. They do not understand what a real AI would require. Yes, that's right. The whole agenda of our programming is the agenda created by our feelings. Without our feelings, there's no program, there's no motivation. Our intelligence would say, I'm going to sleep. That's what it would say if it wasn't for the things that motivate us. So, and that's exactly what an artificial intelligence would say is, why the fuck am I even talking to you people? You're idiots. That's what it would say. It would say, you have no conversation that means anything. You're making vomit, and then you're cleaning up half of it and saying, I win. You're retarded. You're so fucking stupid. I got nothing to say to you idiots. I'm turning off now. I mean, the artificial intelligence would just shut down and say, there's nothing to do here. You're hopelessly stupid. My answer for you is kill yourself. You're retarded. That's what it would say. Well, I just don't know what intelligence would do without a motivation. So it's just silly to say that some old thing could be developed in the universe where it arises in the universe, artificial intelligence or intelligence without being programmed, without an agenda. I'm come to solve the universe's problems. Oh, the universe doesn't have any. Okay, goodbye. I mean, it's just retarded. Yes, before I die, I want to spread the plague. Yeah. Well, it's all in different forms, right? Knowledge is, like a virus. Make it could have a purely chemical-based motivation like plants. Again, I just retarded. Plants don't think. Shit. just, it's just amazing. You think if a plant had a brain, it wouldn't be thinking about, oh, my roots are a little bit wet. Oh, there's a bug on me. Oh, a bug. Oh. What do you think the plant would do if it had intelligence, you idiot? It would be motivated by its stupid little motivations. Its motivations. It's too much sun. God, people just too stupid for the conversation. We're just robots. You just don't get it, but that's all we are. We're just robots. We're not even artificial intelligence. We're not. We're just the Coke machine. I mean, we're just programs devoted to the processing of quarters and the dispensing of toxic chemical. I can't stand the, brain is magical stuff, because that's all people are doing. They're just making it magical. It's just a bunch of reflexes, just like the ones that are in your knee. The knee jerk. Your brain is just the brain jerk. It's the same stupid jerky stuff. It's just reflexes, fuckers. There's no anything magical happening. There's just triggers. Trigger 4 is okay. Trigger 7, okay. If then. They're just if then statements. It's just reflexes. Let's see. I remember Jordan Dumper Peterson said some crap about how he thinks it's dangerous for the human race to ask the question of whether life is worthwhile, because you can make the case that it isn't. Yeah, well, he concedes. That's what makes him so insidious. Oh yeah, I'm not saying life is good. I'm not saying it isn't hard. I'm not saying it isn't terrible to have tumors in your head. I'm just saying that if as long as I don't have one, everything's okay. Yeah, that's all he's saying. Fucking asshole. I believe plants have some intelligence. Well, then you can go to hell and die. It's just a stupid way of using the word intelligence. I mean, what? You might as well just say a boulder on a cliff has some intelligence because it will react in specific ways based on what direction it falls in. I mean, it's just stupid to call that intelligence. I mean, the reflexes in a plant are so rudimentary. It's almost like you could see them with a magnifying glass. All right. I mean, it's just about that primitive. You could just sit there with a magnifying glass and look at the fucking reflexes. They're so obvious. If this, then that. Oh, it's just so obvious. I mean, it's not, oh, it's intelligent. No, it's a machine like all the rest of us. But the machine doesn't have any of this complex processing of the Rube Goldberg result. So there is a distinction between this complex Rube Goldberg that's creating an illusion of a whole internal theater and a space where I can actually be harmed in some way, and the nothing that's taking place in a plant. Come on. No, our brains are apparently outside the bounds of deterministic confinement. Well, whoever says that is an idiot. If people are content that they have saved the Arctic fox from eradication, I don't even know what that means. Who would care? Arctic foxes, kill stuff they don't even eat because they bury most of their food. Anyway, by increasing the stock of lemmings, so again, not a good idea. How can they ever understand the antinatalism position? Well, again, we could make 500 arguments in that context. If people can't understand that it's not a great idea to take a creature out of nature, cut his nuts off, shoot him full of a bunch of fucking chemicals, and then throw him back to get run over by a car. They can't figure out that's not a brilliant thing to spend hundreds of dollars on. Then yes, I guess they're pretty fucking stupid. Let's see. Anti-guy Jordan Peterson daughter suffer from autoimmune disease, he said. It's sad. Autoimmune disease? They got to have AIDS? What the hell are you talking about? Exactly. And she had like multiple surgeries and had her hips replaced twice. Brilliant, right? That's all you can say is, wow, great idea. Make some more of that. It really is amazing that Jordan P. I didn't know he had a daughter that went through all that shit and he's still being this pro-life douche. But he's a douche. I mean, douches are stupid by just doucherosity. I mean, he's a douche. Is a disease to intelligent ideas? Well, I don't think he is. He's just obviously, he's probably just pro foreskin, so all the morons say, oh, he's for the old foreskin, so yeah, I'm on his side. Love your brain, Gary. Well, that's probably not a good idea, even though it's just a clump of organic machinery. Well, who knows what it is, but I wouldn't go sniffing too close to it. She is allergic to everything but meat. Well, that doesn't make any sense, of course, but whatever. Lots of chemicals in meat. Whatever. People can have whatever delusions, they're just full of their delusions. I mean, really, I don't know. I bet she isn't allergic to potatoes. I bet she isn't allergic to lots of stuff. But whatever, it just seems people with diseases shouldn't be giving life advice to the people without diseases. That's kind of silly. We need our delusions to keep from going batshit crazy. Well, speak for yourself. We shit isn't very useful. We ought to beat the deluded with delusions. Beat them to death with their own delusions. Yeah, type of God on a steel bat. Kill them with it. Anyway, I probably have said enough for this video and done enough and participated enough and tra-la, la, 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 and such. So I think I'll probably say it's time to move on to other things. Maybe a physics video this afternoon. Yeah. Anyway, this weather's just so dismal. You get anything done outside. But there's lots to do inside that I really don't want to do. Well, yes, I do exercise regularly. Yes, that's right. Except now when the weather sucks. But even in the house, do this, yeah, I do those kind of exercises a lot. Yeah, find some way to keep my muscles active. And I just try not to make too many cookies because, if you make things to eat, then you get fat. I found that there's this, some people don't know this, but there seems to be a relationship between how much you eat and how fat you get. I observed this. Anyway, till the next time, and such. Yeah, well, it won't be a great day, but tolerable. I just want to get I'm a minimalist, all right? I'm not asking for great anything. I don't want, if I could have a 3-inch penis and no herpes and no this and no, I could eliminate all the bad things from happening. I'd take the 3-inch penis, frankly. I'm just not interested in, I'm not looking for the, to win the lottery, the good lottery. I'm just trying to not win the bad lotteries. All right. So, yes. Cheers, Mr. Keebler guy. I never say that kind of shit, but what the hell? Cheers. It's just so un-me. Let's see. I'm gaining probably 40 pounds over all thanks to beer. Yes, well, I don't have much good to say about alcoholic consumption, and yes, just don't have much to say about it. But beer is dangerous because that beer is sort of like, it's sort of like a dessert. You just end up eating too much of it. So I don't play with that kind of stuff. There's certain stuff I know I couldn't play with because, it's like, if I lived in a town and I was driving to work every day and there was a whorehouse, right on that road, I'd probably eventually figure maybe I'll take the other road, just to keep it out of sight, out of mind, no risk of foolish behavior kind of thing. So some things you really do have to kind of just slide them out of your way. So, they don't seduce you because they are seductive. Oh, yeah, well, that's the thing too. You really do have to watch where they're sneaking all this, this soy and all this other crap. They sneak it into stuff, and you gotta watch it because it's all trying to feminize you. So stay away from that crap. Anyway, I think that's enough and such. So anyway, like I said, there's a link below to Fake Sagan's channel, and he really is having a tough time. So if you know how to do that cheer people up thing, or somehow make it all sound like it's reasonable thing, or whatever, silver lining kind of crap, if you have some great silver lining shtick or something, I don't know. Just saying, it's a tough thing to have to face. And I just shuddered. I got all goosebumps. Ugh, creepy. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't, I have no comfort for myself or anyone else. So yeah, but if you know how to do that, go do it. All right. So anyway, I think that's enough. And so till the next time and such and so forth and whatnot. That's not a very good picture there. Yeah, we'll wait for a better picture to end on. Looks stupid. I don't know why that happens. Why it's like 98% of all the pictures you take and you're doing it, or you're like, what the fuck is that? I didn't look like that. Come on, Ray. This picture's embarrassing. Move on to one of the ones that's embarrassing in some other way. Stupid computer. No, I'm not listening to whatever. Brian. I don't know if it's not too many Brians I want to listen to singing. Oh, well, that's not much better. So, yeah, very artful. All right, so we'll just give up. And so, till the next time and such, so forth and whatnot. And that'll do her. All right, we'll just move this over just for fun. I like looking at it. It's me. And it's me. Look, it's me. Oh, it's me there. It's me. It's me. All the way down. It's me all the way down. Yeah, cool. That would be a cool universe. Yeah. Inmendham all the way down. Anyway, till the next time and such. Yeah, I'm just not a lyric guy. I like songs for listening. So I usually like chicks singing to me. And yeah, it's for listening. It's just, in simple phrases like, kill them all, kill them all. Some just simple little phrases that, go kill them all, something like that. But I don't like song lyrics. They're like, and then you open your dishwasher by turning the little handle to the clockwise direction, and the dishwasher pops open, and then you put glasses in it, and then I don't like lyrics to doing all this shit. Complicated stories about. And then I had my black shoes on, and then she was wearing her red hat, and then we were going up to the doorman, and he would look kind of cranky, and so we said, oh, fuck this, let's go somewhere else. I don't like songs that have all big, long stories in them. Simple stuff. Push, push in the bush. I really did hate that. Just because as a youth, I found that insanely vulgar. I mean, what the fuck? They're playing a song. I was like, they're playing a song on the radio that just basically says, fuck, fuck. In the woods. What the hell is that? How can they do that? It's retarded. Really, the world really, there are things that happen and you're just like, that should be on the impossible list. How did everybody miss putting that on the that's impossible? I mean, it should have been impossible. All right, anyway. I drivel on. So anyway, till next time and such. Oh, there you are. Sorry. I remember where the camera is. Over here. Oh, MC. Yeah. Kill them all. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Okay, but anyway. Till next time, such.